Please welcome Helly Shah. I can see spring taking over the world outside my window, unbeknownst of the autumn that hasn't left the four walls of my home in 10 years. My mother tells me that natural disasters are good reminders of lowering expectations from those around you, including the nature. No one is family. And so I wonder why she waits by the door every day, hoping for his silhouette to turn up with a suitcase overflowing with apologies. Autumn hasn't left the four walls of my home in 10 years, and the leaves of my family tree shed away, long before I could know what dewdrops are. And my sister? Oh, she holds thunders in the pockets of her jeans like defense mechanism. So she can always be more furious, more cautious, more agile than any impending disaster. She tells me she could lend me a few cyclones, a few inward spiraling winds of ferocity to deal with all the downward spirals of my life. And I know she means well, but nature tells me that a war never stops war. And the ones who survive are truly the ones who die. My mother is a prisoner of war, left to battle alone in these strange lands that breed judgment and accuse the victim. But I am not my mother. I do not sleep on the bed of broken bottles reeking of wounds. I do not wake up holding screams and swears in my throat from the night he left. I am not my sister. I cannot shield myself from the memories of a happy home. I do not forget the bedtime stories with happy endings, even now when my days are far from it. And the teller is farther away. I sit by the window every day, peeking through the curtains that stay shut since time unknown. I sit and I wait. I sit and I wait for the day that spring enters my home, because I want to smell like lilies again. I want to grow leaves again. I want to feel the breeze that my father said I reminded him of while summer was still around. I hope my mother peeks out the window today. I hope she sees joy springing from the roots of what's left to stay. I hope my sister notices that it is okay to be hurt and not hurt back. To use the storms she holds in the drawers of her past to protect her future, not prevent one. Autumn hasn't left the four walls of my home in 10 years. I hope it knows its time. I hope nature wins this battle between getting hurt and staying hurt, between growing pain and growing love, between abandonment and abatement. I hope nature wins. Because autumn hasn't left the four walls of my home, I hope nature wins, for we were abandoned years ago, and we haven't bloomed ever since. Thank you.
You just saw this video. If you like it, then you must share it. You should also physically like it, and you should subscribe to the channel. And if you really like it, then tap the bell icon and we'll tell you when we are putting up with the next video.